Her success as a reality celebrity has been leveraged to launch the careers of her children, Gigi, Anwar, and Bella. According to People, Yolanda Hadid's obsession with her kids were the cause of her 4-year marriage to David Foster's dissolution. Was Yolanda really so obsessed with her children and fame that she became a toxic mother? Who better to tell us and tell us the whole truth than the ex-partners of her own children? Well, surely they experienced many intense situations with Yolanda, the mother of their partners. What did Zayn, Malik, and Dua Lipa say about this obsessive mother? Stay to find everything out. First, let's put Zayn and Yolanda in context. Well, Zayn is the ex-partner of her daughter, Gigi Hadid. Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik met at a party in early November 2015. He invited her to supper, and their love tale began with a tragic ending. After a 6-year on-again, off-again relationship and a daughter together, 15-month-old Kai, the model and a singer, are reportedly no longer together. Malik's behavior, which included a heated altercation with Yolanda Hadid, the model's mother, who ended up accusing him of assaulting her during an argument at her home, has brought the relationship to an end. As a result of the incident with his mother-in-law, both Zayn, his family, and the fans have noted that Yolanda is a possessive and toxic mother who only wants to keep her children's partners away since she wants all their attention just for her. So she has done everything to sabotage their relationships and try to control their lives since they were teenagers. Safa Malik, Zayn Malik's younger sister, defended her brother after he was accused of slapping Yolanda Hadid, the mother of his model girlfriend, Gigi. Talking to social media, Safa said, "Don't react to toxic people. Not giving them a reaction when they desperately seek it is far more powerful." So not only has Zayn finally realized all her tricks, but also those around him have noticed them. Zayn Malik is going through a tough personal situation after his breakup with Gigi Hadid and his alleged assault on the model's mother, since it was made public. The singer offered his version in a statement on his social networks, where he denied the aggression. Malik did not assume the charges of harassment and assault, but he has assumed the penalty that corresponds to them. So he'll pay a fine and will be on probation for 90 days for each charge. That is, a total of 360 days. In addition, he'll be required to attend an anger management class and a domestic violence program. A source said some time ago that Yolanda's obsession with her children was the cause of the end of her marriage. David didn't want to be a part of the show, but he knew how important it was to her. She had no job, and it was a platform to launch her kids, but he didn't want any part of it, but he wanted to make her happy, the source said. Gigi and Bella Hadid had cameos on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with their mother before becoming famous models. Volleyball is a very masculine sport, modeling a very feminine thing. In a Season 3 episode that aired in 2012, Yolanda told the then 17-year-old Gigi, while making dinner for her family, that she cannot play volleyball. Yolanda, who was a prominent model before becoming a mother, is a very rude woman towards her daughters, especially when she says things very directly and with no filter about what it takes to thrive in the competitive modeling profession. The mother of 3 added in her testimony that her eldest daughter aspired to be a model, but that she is mourning the time she spent playing volleyball. She's got to start building her career, and that means sometimes we have to give up the things that we love to do, Yolanda told the camera. These girls, they train 4 hours a day after school, so their bodies are big and bulky. I mean, they eat like men. I wanted her to develop as a woman, she continued. When Gigi was in 3rd grade, she used to go to school dressed in basketball gear every day. I thought that my daughter was a lesbian, Yolanda admitted. Another time, Yolanda and Gigi were on set for one of the picture sessions in another scenario. The adolescent was getting ready to celebrate her birthday, and all she wanted was to eat anything she wanted. "I am so excited for the food," she told her mom. "Pretty much all of the food that we're eating is like a heart attack in a meal, but it's going to be so good." Yolanda didn't say anything about her daughter having a good time on her birthday, but she did tell her that if she wanted to work as a model, she needed to keep slender. "You can have one night of being bad, right?" she told Gigi. "Then you gotta get back to your diet because, in Paris and Milan, they like the girls just a tad on the skinny side. This is all so toxic." In the second clip from Season 4, Yolanda continued to discuss Gigi's diet, but this time she complimented her and her dedication. Despite this toxicity, Yolanda Hadid did instill the value of freedom in her children at a young age. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum opened up about how she let Anwar, Bella, and Gigi Hadid wild before they were teenagers, in a sit-down for People's Celeb Parents Get Real series. "I think I'm a disciplined mom versus a strict mom," says Hadid. "I don't run their lives, I don't make decisions for them, I'm just their energetic anchor, and I'm here for them to catch them when they fall," she added. But clearly, she's not given them as much freedom as she claims, because she gets in the way of their decisions and ends up opposing and sabotaging their lives. Yolanda is undoubtedly obsessed with her children, and especially with perfection, and Gigi's modeling career, although she's clearly putting much too pressure on her, as she has all these years. Something that surely happens in the same way with Bella and Anwar. "I saw my son yesterday take this huge crystal and plant it in a tree on the property," said Hadid, who recently relocated to a farm on the East Coast. "I am just so proud of the extraordinary human being that he's grown into at age 18, and having such high consciousness about healing the earth and the world. And seeing Bella ride a horse this week, I just smile and I go." Speaking of Anwar, here's the thing with him, Dua, and his mom Yolanda. Dua Lipa and Anwar Hadid started dating in 2019 when they were first seen together at a concert in London. Since then, they've always been together on all sides, flaunting their love on social media and even becoming another Hadid in the team. They hadn't published anything together since Halloween, so the theory that they weren't together anymore made more sense. They were the definition of a great couple who likes and has a wonderful time together, but as difficult as it is for us to admit, it appears that their love has ended. Anwar hasn't said anything about a breakup, but as far as is known, he's still living in New York, and Dua Lipa is planning her tour this year. However, a close source has spoken a lot about what Dua thinks about the split. They've also noted her thoughts on Hadid's family, and especially about the reasons that contributed to the end of her relationship after all this time. "Anwar's family always treated me well, but his mother was too nosy. She always wanted to control everything and was always snooping around in our relationship all the time. It really was very uncomfortable," revealed a source close to Dua Lipa, who assures that Dua was more than desperate for the obsession and control that Yolanda had with her children to end. "Yolanda always wanted us to look good for the cameras, and she would go crazy when one of her children wanted to be in pajamas or comfortable clothes. She just couldn't tolerate being comfortable," the source added. But what surprised the fans the most were the statements that were practically the same as what Zayn experienced in this family. She always wanted her children's attention. It was like she felt they were her property, always controlling their movements, their decisions, and if someone did or said something she didn't agree with, it just wasn't acceptable. Everything was always her way. She just sees them as her property. It is said that Yolanda loved Dua, but she was finally tired of her son Anwar giving Dua more attention than her. Maybe she just wants the best for her kids, and her kids' partners or decisions are never going to be good enough, but that's still no excuse to control everything about them. What do you think? Do you really think that Yolanda is a toxic mother, or is she just protecting her children and doing her best for them? Could it be that Dua and Zayn experienced the same toxic situations within the Hadid family? Will Yolanda be the cause of both breakups? Tell us what you think, and don't forget to write us in the box below. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss any news about your favorite people and celebrities. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.